Another episode of the Poster Podcast. I'm doing 2 live streams in 2 days, 2 different categories of the industry, so polar opposites. It's kind of insane. But this is the very first episode I've ever done talking to a cigar company owner, entrepreneur, Orlando from the Divine Leaf Cigar Company, which I'm really looking forward to this. So the reason why I really wanted to do this one with Orlando was because, and I'm just going to click some few things on Facebook there, was because I was in a clubhouse room and I heard his story, and I was actually smoking a cigar at the time. And I was like, you know what? I'm a massive, passionate person about cigars. I love my cigars. Why don't I have this dude on my show? And I really want to know, because I think the cigar industry is, especially for smaller operators and people who have a dream of having their own cigar company, can be very intimidating by the big boys. And this dude has freaking just killed it. And his story is epic. And I'm really looking forward to everybody sharing that. So I want to welcome Orlando. How are you, brother?
Hey, how you doing, man? Hey, it's great to be here, man. Thank you so much for the love.
Have you done many podcasts before for the company?
Yeah, we've been on a couple of podcasts before. We had a great time, just like we're gonna have here.
So let's kick it off. I'm a massive comic book nerd, and so I'm always up for origin stories. How did you get your start in the cigar business? Because, like I said in my intro, the cigar business can be pretty intimidating because it really is. It is held by a lot of the big boys. Really control a lot of the market, and so to be an entrepreneur, it's kind of like craft beer or craft wine 25, 30 years ago. Oh, can I do this? Should I do this? Is anyone going to pay attention? How did you get into it? What was the thing that started you off?
Well, so I am a cigar lover. Actually, I'm a cigar whore. I smoke so many cigars, it's sickening. I used to smoke probably about 10 cigars a day. And then my business partner told me, he's like, hey man, you keep smoking the profit, you got to pay for it. So that cut me down to probably about 3 a day because I don't want to pay for them. I was smoking them for free, so I was just smoking them. So, and he said, when he started getting into the profit, so I got into cigar because I love cigars. So one time I was on my way to Nicaragua. I started a private club called the Cigar Whores on Facebook, and a lot of guys started joining the club and kind of being my friends. So I met, our master blended through Facebook, and it so happened I was going on a missions trip with a group with my Rotary Club, and we flew out to Nicaragua. We was there for 15 days, and I had like 25 dentists. We were doing some dental work. And matter of fact, I just want to say, just a side note, I am a dentist in a third world country. I just want people to know that. If you need any help, let me know. Just call me. But anyway, so I flew into Nicaragua with my guys. There's about 25 dentists, and one of my good friends named Renee, who's our translator. And I had made like 3,000 cigars in Julio's factory. He was working for another factory at the time. And I made 3,000 cigars with him. And so I'm getting ready to go to his factory. And Renee always jokes that I know people everywhere we go. He's always joking. He's like, Orlando, everywhere we go, you know some damn body. And I was like, oh, that might be a stretch. So we go into the hotel. Julio comes over to pick us up. To pick me up, and everybody was like, hey, I want to go. And I was like, this is not for y'all. Y'all can't go with me. Y'all not the cool kids. I am. You can't go with me. But anyway, I asked Julio, could they go? So they went to the factory, and they bought everything in his factory that they had made. I mean, they bought so much stuff. It was ridiculous. I was amazed. I was like, God damn, I didn't know y'all smoke like this. And so I had probably about 3,000 cigars I ordered from him, and I brought his wife some gifts and stuff like that, some stuff they can't get in America. I brought him a bottle of Jack Daniels because they can't get that over there. And that's something that he liked. And I reached to pay him, and his wife comes out and says in Spanish that Orlando's money's no good here. So, and I was like, and I'm like, what? I wasn't raised like that. Man, you got to take this money. So we argued back and forth for probably about 5 minutes. And finally, he didn't take my money, but I had the bottles of Jack Daniels in my bag. So I went inside his office, put him on his desk, and he has a mat. So I raised up the mat and I stuck the money under the mat because I knew he wasn't gonna look there. So I didn't tell him but 2 weeks later because I had to get home first, because if he found out I did, he was gonna bring the money back to me. So I fly home, I called him up, I say, hey man, how you doing, man? I say, how you enjoying the Jack Daniels? I said, hey man, I left you a gift. I said a gift. And he goes in, because we talking on video call just like this. He said, I made a gift. And he go out, he count the money. He says, you think I'm a damn fool? And I said, what you mean? He says, this is the money that this is the money I charged you for cigars. Don't you ever leave this money again, or we ain't gonna be friends again. I told you your money's no good here. So I apologized and we kept it moving. I was like, I'm sorry, man. I didn't know. So and now we've been in business for the last 5 years together. So that's pretty cool, man. Well, it's 6 now, so the last 6 years together now. And then Rick came aboard about almost 2 years ago now. And he had his own company as well. So I have 3 business partners. Rick, Ralph, those are my 2 business partners. And Rick had a company called Regatto Blanco out of Florida. He was a major league strength coach for Major League Baseball. Then he retired, and then he started a cigar company, and then we become friends. And then me and Ralph brought him into our company, and it's a beautiful thing, man. We get along so well. We have a great time together. Those are my guys. Those are my guys for life. Ralph is Native American. He's a very smart dude. So yeah, I love it. I love this industry.
So when did Divine Leaf become a entity unto itself?
Oh man, that's the crazy part about it. So I started making cigars just for myself. I was blending myself for like about 3 or 4 years, and I was just handing cigars to people.
And you were rolling them yourself and everything?
I was rolling myself too.
Really?
I was having them rolling in the factory. Yeah. So they were coming in. I was blending them. I was having them rolled and everything. And it wasn't really a business. It was kind of like a hobby for me. So I was having a blast, So I'm rolling. I got cigars coming. People buying cigars. I'm giving cigars out to people. So it started off, I'm giving them out to my friends, and they say, "Man, these cigars good." And I was like, "Would you buy that cigar?" And they was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, hold on." All right, yeah. So I kept it going on for like another 3 years before I even put bands on them or anything. So I was just making blends, and I was just taking notes. And then I got to the point that I was kind of tired of outsourcing. And I was like, yo, Julio, let's open a factory together. Let's do something. So it took me about another whole year to actually get the factory going. So once Rick and Ralph joined, we put our powers together like the Wonder Twins, and we created our factory. So, and the Divine Leaf took off from then, because sometimes it's hard to do what you need to do by yourself. But when you add others and you do a team collaboration, it really takes off. And it's a little bit more stress-free. So, yeah, those guys are good. So, Rick is our CFO. Ralph is our CFO. And I'm the CEO. I'm in charge of operations. So, I do most of the work. I just want everybody to know that.
And most of the smoking by the sounds of it as well. So, you've made it sound very romantic. But, was it easy to sort of get it all set up and sort of become because it is a jump, going from, obviously you're a very passionate guy, love the cigar business and stuff like that, but taking that passion, that hobby you had, and actually turning it into a viable business. Obviously, I think Rick probably keeps you in check a little bit when it comes to that. Having it's interesting to have 2 CFOs. It just shows you just need 2 CFOs in the business. But
mm-hmm.
So we don't over-romance the hard work. What were the hurdles and everything to sort of get it from this sort of concept of being a hobby, handing out to your friends, to being a viable business? Any hurdles and hoops you had to jump through to get it to work?
Yeah, Rick. I know he's watching, so he'll appreciate that. No, definitely. We had some hurdles. Just operating in a foreign country is different, from working in America, making sure the wages are correct, making sure, you have certain rules and regulations you have to follow. It's like anything else that you're doing. You have to learn the law of the land and really work that. So that's the thing that we went through, and, dealing with customs and, and licensing and stuff like that. Those things are just part of the business, and you have to learn as you walk through it. I think that, I say it's easy. It's easy now because we didn't walk through the process already. So now it's an easy thing, and we can walk other people through it, especially if you're here in America with us, we can walk you through it. And if you say, hey, I want to make my own cigar, it's easy for us to call the factory, pick up the phone and say, yo, Julio, we want 5,000 sticks and we want these labels on it and we want this blend and we want this. And we just hang up the phone. So now it's easy. It wasn't like that before. It wasn't even close like that. So we made it more accessible for small people who want to get in the cigar business to be able to get in the cigar business. I think that's probably one of our proudest moments, that we can get other people in the business and grow the industry, because it's not that much red tape, because we didn't cut through all the red tape for you. So now you just knock on the door and pay your fee and walk in. Basically, that's how it goes.
My head's spinning right now. We're definitely going to be talking offline. Like, I'm like, I can have my own cigar. This may have to be a thing. This may have to be a thing.
It don't have to be. It don't have to make. We gonna make it a thing. Let's do it. Let's get it. Yeah.
So with like all these sort of things, and you've started rolling and running, do you find, as I said in the intro, do you find that the big guys do sort of take over the market quite a bit, and a lot of people are very particular about brand recognition and stuff like that? Like, you've got a few smaller guys like Alec Bradley and those sort of small operations that have expanded similar to what you guys are sort of doing. Do you find, like, is it family? We talk to, like you're saying, like, oh, it's a big family. We're going to go to Vegas, to the Cigar Show. It's a big family. I want to go visit my friends and everything. Do you think it's the big guys still hold a certain level of, like, this is our realm, get the hell out of it?
No, they don't. It's very like, gentleman-like and very friendly. Like, they want everybody to win because they know it's part about growing the industry. You may have a couple of them like that, but the majority of them are really friendly. They're willing to help you. They're willing to help you grow. They give you people that you can talk to, people you have connects with. I mean, the cigar business is probably one of the different businesses in the world because it's so friendly. You got a couple of assholes, but that's everywhere though. So it doesn't really matter. That's everywhere. But the majority of them are really great. They're really great people. They want to network with you. They want to help you grow your industry, grow your product, especially if you have great product. That right there is just everything. That's everything, because a shitty cigar is terrible. But a great cigar, they'll push it like crazy. So, we have pretty good product. So,
And how many cigars do you have right now? Because I remember in Clubhouse you were mentioning how many, like, different cigars you had. I'm like, Jesus, like, you have a lot of SKUs. You have a lot.
Yeah. So right now at this present time, we have 17 new cigars coming out next month. And total, we have 47 cigars coming out, 47 cigars all together in our company. And Rick told me yesterday, he said, don't you make another goddamn cigar, Orlando, until 2022.
Because you're really sort of leveraging. I'm going to bring up a lot on Clubhouse, because you were fantastic with this. You're very leveraging the DD, like the direct to consumer market, with the cigar club. And I know that you're updating the website to be able to list all the cigars, but obviously having that many SKUs and like 7 new ones next month and this sort of thing, like, that's a lot of upkeep when it comes to e-commerce. But the one thing that I really loved that you said was, we aren't selling single sticks because we don't want to hurt our retail partners.
Yeah. So our retail partners can't beat our prices. So it's not fair to us to sell single sticks. So next month we're going to launch a new campaign. We'll have a 3-pack and a 5-pack. You'll be able to buy 3 packs and 5 packs, or you'll be able to join the cigar club. Well, the cigar club is open right now. And I say it all the time. We got the best fucking cigar club in the country. I don't care who it is. I don't care who you name. I don't care what they send you. I don't care. $55 for 8 premium cigars. You can't do nowhere in the world. So if you don't have it, go get it. And we open up to Canada next month. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, because that was the one thing. I'm a Luxury Cigar Club member. I have my membership for them, and if 5 nice cigars come, sometimes it's a mix because it's not really sometimes my style. Like little tiny, like I got an Irish car bomb, a little firecracker one, which was not a bad cigar from United, but like it was a tiny little thing. I'm like, come on, dude, I can't. What is this? What is this pack?
Listen, I tell everybody this. I say, hey, usually when you're in a cigar club, you get 2 nice cigars and 3 boo-boo cigars. with us, you get all premium cigars, all of them, every last one of them. All of them are premium and unique of its own. So that's why I keep on telling people we got the best cigar club in the country. We got the best kept secret that nobody know about yet, but they coming. It's starting to happen.
So how many people do you have in the club right now? Like, what's the response been? And has COVID and the pandemic changed the way people are viewing cigars? Because I feel like people being at home more, they're working from home. Like, I know I'm smoking a shit ton more cigars than I was before the pandemic. Did the pandemic did the pandemic change the way that the cigar market was sort of playing with you?
So we had an organic growth. So it's been growing organically. And then we've been on shows like yours and some other shows. We've been on a couple of cigar shows. So that kind of just, kind of gave us a boost. And I was like, oh shit, I wasn't ready for that. But the cigar club is great, man. We got a nice, I can't tell you exactly the number, but I know we're like over 100 members, on a monthly basis. But people love our cigar club, man. They post our cigars. And I like to say thank you for all the Divine Leaf fans who post our cigars, who smoke our cigars. We really appreciate it. And I say this all the time. And I said, if you in California, you in my area, come light them up with me. I'll send you my address.
So where do you see this your cigar company going? Because obviously you figured out a way to cut your costs in the way of like having multiple middlemen, because I find like most companies, they have a factory that's then put through a middle person. That middle person then sends you the cigar. So you've really cut down your supply chain so you can organize it. I did love the thing that you were mentioning about wage stability and that sort of thing in Nicaragua and the factory and stuff like that, because that's something that always gets, I'm going to say, taken advantage of when it comes to working with Central and South American companies. It's like, oh, we'll pay you what the government says we should be paying you instead of actually like giving you a living wage, which is the stability of that is just inconsistent. And obviously you have got an amazing relationship. Where do you see long term? Like, let's talk 2 years in the future. Blue sky me for a bit. What do you see for Divine Leaf in the next 2 years?
So we just had a business meeting yesterday. We was all here. It was that Friday. Was it Friday? I'm sorry. We had a business meeting Friday, and we were just talking about how we already 2 years ahead of schedule. Like we wasn't supposed to be here until 2 years later. So we're 2 years ahead of schedule, and it's kind of funny that we already 2 years ahead of schedule because we wasn't expecting all this craziness. I just feel like, I feel like we like Pinky in the Brain. We're going to try to take over the world in the next 2 years. So that's what we're looking to do. We want to have a Divine Leaf Fest, and, we got some stuff. We want to come to Canada. We want to do something in Jamaica. I mean, we got a lot of big plans. So we got some new stuff that's on the horizon that I can't really talk about right now because the contract's not dry. But
and Rick is going to text you straight after the show and say, "Dude, why are you even mentioning that? We haven't even what are you doing?"
Yeah, so that's why I said what I said. I'm definitely politically correct because I know Rick is watching me. So I can't tell you all the good stuff that we have going on. So we have some great partnerships. That's really amazing. That I would never think that people would never think that we would have. So just because we're a custom craft cigar company. And man, this has been so humbling and amazing to me. And I am so appreciative to people who smoke our cigars. I'm so serious. It's just something that's crazy. I was telling Jordan, I was like, hey, man, some days I just shake my head because I'd be like, wow, what the hell just happened? Because you make stuff, like you do stuff just for fun. And then all of a sudden it becomes, something that just took off that you know nothing about. And that's how this company's been. So we've been really blessed, me and my business partners. And we just thank everybody for the success and everybody thinking like you for having us on your show, and thanking other people for having, for profiling our company. Man, I'm humbled by this whole situation. And I'm just happy, man. I'm happy that people smoke our cigars. so it's a beautiful thing.
Let's get deep dive into your cigars, because I know that I had a lot of people on Clubhouse asking what's comparative and stuff. When you're saying custom cigars, you got 47 cigars going. Is there a style that you lean into as a house, or do you really just go the gambit of sizes, styles, depths, everything, like medium cigars, light cigars, the whole shebang?
So we are the Willy Wonkas of the cigar business.
Oh man, I love that.
We actually do what the hell we want to do. So we make a lot of crazy stuff, but we have some stalwarts of our company. We got the OG2, Ricardo Blanco. We got Raven Smokes, who's stalwart, who has the Raven, the Stumbling Bear. So, like I said, our other partner's name is American. So all these names are his lines are tribal names that Sioux Indians. His uncle is the chief of the tribe right now nationally, and so those are representative of his people. And I think that's a great thing for him, and that's my guy. And he does a great job of how we blend together. So how we come up with blends, we have a blending meeting. So me, Rick, Ralph, and we call Julio on the phone, and we have blending meetings. And Julio is always asking us, "Do you really want to do that?" That's what he asks us on a daily basis, because sometimes me and Ralph are way out in Pluto, so we make different things. Like we got a new cigar coming out called the Sitting Bull, and it's gonna sit you down too. You're gonna sit down after you smoking it. It's that strong.
Wow.
So sometimes the name is very literal, and sometimes it's not. I mean, it just depends on how we feeling that day. So we blend cigars a little bit different than everybody else because we feel like, hey, everybody does that, so why the hell we doing it? So we go the opposite way, and we got some everlasting gobstoppers in our company too. So yeah, we got it. Yeah.
I love that analogy so much. I absolutely adore that.
Yeah.
So we've got a chat stream going. Latoya Johnson on YouTube says, "What do you consider as the craziest cigar you guys have ever made to date?"
Okay, so I can give you. So it's called the Kiss of Death.
Okay.
Yeah, and the name is literal. Not this time. So the Kiss of Death is a 5x60 torpedo, and it consists of a warning label. A parent warning label. You know how you see those stickers that's on the side. The label says parent. Yeah, it consists of a warning label because it's so goddamn strong. Rick said, "You're not gonna get a suit, Orlando, because you're goddamn crazy. So we're gonna put a warning label onto the damn cigar so people know." So it has 10 Ligeros in it, and it's probably the strongest cigar on the goddamn market.
Wow. Wow. And it's just gonna put you on your ass?
It might give you the kiss of death.
Oh wow. Awesome. So on a personal level, what cigar do you like smoke out of your collection the most? What's the one that is your like, okay, you know what? I blended this. I love it. This is my everyday cigar.
Okay, so listen, I'm gonna say this, and I know Rick's watching, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it. So we have a new cigar called the Regatto Blanco Suave, wherever the camera is, right there.
Yep.
So this cigar right here is one of my favorite cigars. I don't even like flavor cigars, and this is one of our flavor cigars. It's a vanilla honey profile, and I'll smoke this every day. I'll smoke all. It's coming a box of 5, and I'll smoke all 5 of them in probably like 30 minutes.
So with the company blowing up and you really just expanding, have you given up the dentistry, or do you still do dentistry on the side with the Rotary Club and when you go to third world countries and whatnot? Yeah.
Oh yes. I love it. I love going to do ministry. I call it ministry, going out to do ministry work and helping people, because as much as you give, you shall receive. So I'm a true believer of that principle. So I'll go to any missions trips that people plan, and if we have to go to help people change the world, let's go do it. And as long as they got cigars there, if they don't, I'm bringing my own.
So when it comes to your company, your drive, everything, it obviously sounds that you have your CSR, your corporate social responsibility like dialed in. You do a ton of work. I think the other week Jordan was like, "Oh, I'll have you guys in a clubhouse room this time on Sunday or something, or on Thursday," and you were like, "No, we got to do church. We're gonna do Bible studies on Tuesday." And he's like, "Okay, well, let's do it after that. Let's go talk about alcohol and cigars straight after Bible studies." Do you find as a in a whole, like, now that you're an entrepreneur, business person, blowing up your company and stuff like that, do you find that it's just ingrained in your DNA basically to have this corporate social responsibility just dialed in, because it is ingrained. Like, as the company grows, it's just going to be part of the day-to-day conversations.
Yes, I think it's very important. So we have a new cigar coming out, just to talk about, social responsibility. We have a new cigar coming out called Ma Deuce, and it represents the military. And what we're going to do is 100% of the proceeds when people buy that cigar is going straight to military veterans and disabled veterans. It's something that we have to do because that's now they're our responsibility to help take care of, and then Ralph was in the military too as well. And we feel like, hey, it's a responsibility to help people, and to help, give back because, someone helped us along the way to get to this point. And it's still part of the principle, giving it shall be given unto you. So we want to give as people give to our company. We want to spread the love out. So that's something that's ingrained to our company and to the heart of all three business partners. Like we brothers. So, we might fuss and fight sometimes, but we love each other every day, and that's my guys. We talk every day. I see Rick every day. I talk to Ralph every day, if it's through Marco Polo or he comes here, or Rick comes here every day. Rick will be here. He'll be here at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock every day on the dot. I could. He don't even call me and tell him he coming. He just show up. So and that's my guy. You have a great time, and we have a great time in business. So and it don't even seem like work. It doesn't at all. And like I said, our social responsibility is something that's ingrained in us. Our bishop is a great guy. He comes here and have Bible study with us. And, we do mission work with him as well. He does mission work in Cuba. He does mission work in Dominican. He does mission work in Haiti. I mean, anywhere that he wants us to go, we go. And we'll take care of the business and help people grow. And, that's the most important thing to us. I'll tell you this. If we didn't need the money to operate, we would do cigars for free. And, we talked about me giving away stuff. So, you already know the parameters of that conversation. For those who wasn't in Clubhouse, Rick said Orlando would give away the whole company if he could. And that's the true thing because I'm a giver. So, but I know I can't give nothing away on this show right now.
And I'm looking forward to joining the club and gain more monthly cigars. My wife will be happy as well. Well, she may be happy, she may not be happy. She'll be happy some way. She'll put a spin on it. So for entrepreneurs out there, because really it feels like you sort of just fell into the business side of things and making this a career and a endeavor. For the people out there who think that they can't do it, because again, like I said in the very beginning, the cigar industry is daunting. The cigar industry is something that you sort of look at from the outside in. Like the drinks industry, which is where I really am sitting, like you can sort of see, I can see a craft spirit, or I can see that small winery, or I can see that craft brewery. But the cigar industry is daunting. For anybody who's looking outside in, and I'm not talking about the cigar industry, what sort of advice do you give to someone who's like, wondering if they can do something that seems unattainable?
So my grandfather used to tell me all the time that when you hear no, that means not right now.
My dad used to say the same thing.
So when my mom used to tell me no, I'd be like, oh, she don't mean no, she just mean not right now. So eventually she gonna say yes to me. So every time you hear no, you should say, hey, not right now. Because sometimes it's not right for you at that time, but you should never, ever get up on your dreams because when you get ready to give up, that's when stuff happens, And with us, like I used to own another business too as well before then. I had a mental health business and I sold my mental health business. And I was trying to figure out like, what the hell I'm going to do now? I ain't got nothing to do. I done sold my business. I'm at the age of 41. I done damn retired early and I don't have shit to do. And that's how I came into the cigar business. And I wanted big boys to make my cigars. They was asking for like crazy amounts of money. And I was like, oh, hell no. So I got on a plane and I went and got it. Sometimes you just got to go. Sometimes you got to jump off the cliff and build an airplane on the way down. Sometimes you just got to do it, and people watching, you got a dream, just jump off the cliff. Because if you don't never jump, you don't never know what's going to happen. Yeah. So we just jumped with no parachute.
Well, you seem to be doing good for yourself, man. You're so ridiculously positive, and obviously with now knowing about the mental health, do you think the mental health of entrepreneurs in the modern age is something that's still to a degree taboo?
Yes, my son just graduated. So my oldest is 22. He just graduated from college with a degree in brain chemistry and psychology. So I think that mental health is more important today than any time, especially in minority communities, because people need to understand that it's not because you're crazy that you just need somebody neutral to talk to that give you some great advice. That's how you got to look at it. And any community, really, you need to understand that's just a neutral person give you great advice that's neutral in the situation and that help you, grow yourself and grow people as well around you too. So, that's the thing that people don't understand. I need people to understand that mental health is very important, and I need the government to understand they need to start putting more money in mental health. That's why you got dudes on top of roofs shooting rifles at people because they don't have no mental health plans. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, man, this has been awesome. Fuck, Willy Wonka of cigars is awesome.
Hey man, that's what it is, baby. We the Willy Wonkas of cigars. We make crazy stuff.
I'm digging it, and Latoya on YouTube as well says, when is Divine Leaf going to host their first Clubhouse chat?
Oh, hey, I gotta talk to Jordan because I don't know how to use the damn app. I'm working on it.
Are you enjoying Clubhouse? Are you enjoying the conversations and stuff?
Yes, I enjoy Clubhouse immensely. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it. Then Jordan says, "Hey, it's like a live podcast. Come on in." He had been trying to get me a job for probably like 6 months. I was like, "Man, I ain't doing that shit. I got other shit to do."
It is fun. Like it's getting a little bit saturated now, but I still enjoy like popping on every now and then and going from there. And so, man, I want to say congratulations on all your success. I know that a lot of people think that overnight success is overnight, but it's usually freaking years.
No,
and years
it's not. Yeah.
Like, oh, you're so lucky you had overnight success. I'm like, I've been doing this for 10 years, man. Like, what are you talking about? Overnight success.
Overnight. Like, what the hell the fuck overnight? I mean, I won the lottery and I put my money in and I did it. No, hell no. I've been working hard at this bullshit.
So you're 2 years ahead as Ricky was saying, like, and you do want to just take over the world. What sort of scaling wise, because obviously you've been talking about your partners and how close you guys are, and having two partners is really great, especially when you talk every day and stuff like that. How do you see scaling the business is going to take? Is that even on your mind right now, or you just had this sort of serendipity along the way that you're just like, shit's going to work out, and it's going to be great?
So, okay, I'm gonna give you a financial background. So Rick has an MBA in finance. I have an MBA in finance. And Ralph has like communication degree or something like that, but he was in the military, so he's very structured, and we always talking about ahead. So we're scaling up right now as we speak. The factory is in about 2 weeks. They're gonna ship about 20,000 cigars, and they're gonna make another 40,000, and we're gonna have them in. They're gonna making cigars every day, 40 to 50,000. In probably like 3 or 4 months, and they'll be aging. So we're scaling up already now because we could see that the shit is gonna hit the fan really soon. There's gonna be goddamn ape shit around here. So we just want to make sure we're prepared for the ape shit that's about to happen, because the partnerships that we have with people, it's gonna be nuts. And we're just making sure that we're properly prepared to if you don't prepare, you prepare to fail. So we always prepare to win. So we're scaling it up every day, doing cigars and building our brand. So that's the most important to us right now, just building the brand and building the inventory, because if you don't have inventory, you don't make no money. So
you have Jordan texting you on a daily basis going, my cigar still haven't showed up, man. The cigar don't showed up.
And Jordan being a goddamn dickhead. So yeah. I know he's watching too, so Jordan, that's for you. I love you, dog.
Well, man, I just want to say congratulations. I'm looking forward to enjoying your cigars. I wouldn't say I'm an aficionado at all. I just like a good cigar, and I have certain brands that I definitely lean towards and favor. So I'm looking forward to being part of the club and really starting to enjoy some Divine Leaf. If you ever need anything, obviously, I love your story. Like the way you told it in Clubhouse, it hooked me, and I was like, you know what, I need to have this dude on my show.
Hey man, let's do a event. Let's do a event in Canada, dog. We in. Let's go.
Yeah, Canada. And as soon as you're available in Canada, hook me up. Let me know so I can order a whole bunch of stuff because I'm dying to start like getting another club. And I got a whole bunch of friends up here.
We'll come to Canada if you throw an event. How about that? We can do an event together.
We can do that as soon as we can.
It can't be cold though. I don't do cold weather.
We'll do it. We'll do something in Vancouver when it's nice and sunny out on the water. We'll do something as soon as we can start traveling again. As soon as we can start traveling again, we'll be down.
Y'all on lockdown, huh?
Yeah, we're locked down right now. I can't even travel outside my area right now because of the lockdown.
What?
Yeah, so I can't. Like I'm on Vancouver Island. I can't travel to Vancouver unless it's essential. So
yeah.
it's been interesting. But we'll be 3-4 weeks. Everything will be back to normal. But man, thank you so much for hanging out with me for the last little bit. Story was epic. I just love your positivity. It's freaking electric. And so I really appreciate your time, buddy.
Hey man, I love it. Hey, follow us at So Divine Leaf on Instagram and So Divine Leaf on Facebook and So Divine Leaf on Twitter. And if you want to be friends with me, you can follow Orlando G. We have a great time. You can always come out and smoke. And like I said, if you got them, light them up and enjoy life, boy, because you don't know when it's going to end.
Thanks, Orlando. Yeah, I'm going to link all of it for the podcast so that everybody can know exactly where to go and get it. I'm going to hook up all my friends that smoke regularly that got me onto Luxury Cigar Club and make sure that they sign up for your club. But yeah, I'm looking forward to chatting and catching up face to face and smoking some good cigar soon.
Hey man, anytime, anything you need from us, let us know, man. If you got any charity events, let us know. We'll help you out with it. We love giving, man. It's a great thing, man. As much as we can give to someone who gave to us, man, it's a beautiful thing.
Cheers. I really appreciate your time, Orlando. Have a good day, buddy.
You too, man.
Cheers, man. Bye.